Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the village board meeting of Tuesday, November 26, 2013. It is now 7:02 p.m. If we can all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Sherby, could we have a roll call, please?
Present.
Trustee Perry?
Present.
Trustee Rita?
Present.
Trustee Stecker? Absent.
Present.
President Puglia is absent. Trustee Cattuso?
Present. All right. So far, I'm going down into public comments. I do not see anyone out here, so we'll skip right over that. And to public hearings, we have none for that tonight, I don't think.
No.
Okay, going down to number 7, the consent agenda. We have items A through I. I've just been informed that on B2, we will need a motion to remove B2 for this agenda to be moved to a next agenda. So if we can have a motion.
So, second.
Motion by trustee Rita, seconded by trustee Calcagno, to remove item B2 off the consent agenda. Any other discussion on that? For the reasons being that they're not prepared, that we be put on the next agenda. Am I correct? Okay, may we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Perry?
Aye.
Trustee Rita?
Aye.
Trustee Yorkovich?
Aye.
Trustee Calcagno?
Aye.
Trustee Cattuso?
Aye. All right, now for the rest of the agenda, from A and all the way through I. We can need a motion for the
So moved.
acceptance.
Seconded.
Trustee, motion made by trustee Perry, seconded by trustee Calcagno for the approval of the consent agenda. May we have a roll, please?
Trustee Rita?
Aye.
Trustee Yorkovich?
Aye.
Trustee Calcagno?
Aye.
Trustee Perry?
Aye.
And Trustee Cattuso?
Aye. All right, moving to the active agenda, we have a resolution. We have to swear in our newbie here, right?
Yes.
Maureen, can you
Maureen.
come on up?
Yes. Yeah. I state your name.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell her.
Oh, okay. 7.
7 days, guys, 7 days, and she's still there.
It is the
Well, we're going to give you another job. You need another job, but you don't have that. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois. And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of royal officer. I was going to read the whole thing and tell you to repeat it. That's what I wanted to do. All right, let's go into the next one. All right, on the active agenda, item B, a resolution governing the body of the Village of Westchester authorizing the execution and delivery of the master equipment lease purchase from PNC. This is the unloader and everything, right?
This was the unloader. It came in hot off the assembly line last Wednesday. And just this is approving the financing that we had talked about.
Right, we all talked about this previous meetings and everything else. We all got the pictures of it. It all looks great. Is there a motion and second for the approval of this?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Perry. Any discussion? If not, may we have a roll?
Trustee Yorkovich?
Aye.
Trustee Calcagno?
Aye.
Trustee Perry?
Aye.
Trustee Rita?
Aye. Okay. Aye. Also, going back to A, we do need a vote for Maureen being sworn in, so if we can get a motion and second for that.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Yurkovich and seconded by trustee Calcagno. May we have a vote?
Trustee Calpagno.
Aye.
Trustee Perry.
Aye.
Trustee Rita.
Aye.
Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
Trustee Gattuso.
Aye. Moving down to C, we have a resolution approving the collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Westchester and the Combined Counties of Police Association. We need a motion and second for this contract.
So moved.
Second.
Made by trustee Yurkovich, seconded by trustee Rita. May we have a roll, please?
Trustee Perry.
Aye.
Trustee Rita. Aye. Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
Trustee Calpagno.
Aye.
Trustee Gattuso.
Aye. Moving to letter D, a resolution authorizing the approval and the amendment of Village of Westchester Section 125 cafeteria plans. We need a motion for this, approval for this resolution.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Rita, seconded by trustee Calcagno. May we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Rita. Aye. Trustee Yurkovich.
Aye.
Trustee Calpagno.
Aye.
Trustee Perry.
Aye.
Trustee Gattuso.
Aye. Moving to number 9, the manager's report. Janet?
Sure, just a few brief items today. I did just receive word from trustee Stecker that he will not be able to make it this evening, so we can mark him as excused. Just wanted to highlight a couple things with the holiday. We will be closed Thursday and Friday in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday, and would like to extend a happy Thanksgiving to everyone here at the village and all the residents. We also have upcoming next week the tree lighting ceremony that we are participating with the Park District. We have sponsored a sleigh wagon ride for all the kids and a few trees out there, and Mrs. Claus will be out there giving out cocoa, so please come out and share the fun on Wednesday, December 4th, Thursday, December 5th from 6:30 to 8:30.
Yep.
Look forward to seeing everybody out there.
Tree
So-
lighting's 6:30 sharp
Okay.
on Wednesday.
Wow.
And we also just wanted to let everybody know that we only have one board meeting in December, and that will be Tuesday, December 10th. And then we'll be taking a break for the holidays and coming back on Tuesday, January 8th. So that's all I have for this evening.
Okay. I'm sorry, Ma?
Oh, I'm sorry.
For which month?
Wednesdays? Yes, I'm sorry. It's Tuesday,
14th,
January
yeah.
14th.
Okay. Melissa, do you have anything?
No report from the attorneys.
Board members, Frankie, anything coming up?
You know, we're still discussing the surveys and business plans and landscaping and that kind of stuff. It's all coming together.
Good.
Do you have anything, Melissa?
Celeste?
No.
Nothing? Tommy?
Toys for Tots are still going on until the 10th of December, so if you can, donate a toy. The boxes are at the Park Inn Village Hall here.
Thank you. Ange?
No, our committee still didn't get a chance to meet this month. We will be meeting in December.
Were you involved in the turkey deliveries
Yeah.
on Sunday?
I was
Yes.
just going to say, we kind of picked up a bunch of turkeys, and the boys, we kind of threw them out and got them all delivered and everything so the people that really needed them got them, so they were delivered. Thank you to trustee Calcagno, myself, and Anthony Saviano. We all went out, Sam, and a bunch of other volunteers, Judy Saraceno from the food pantry, and we got a lot of stuff out to some people who really needed it to have a nice Thanksgiving. So that's a wonderful thing that we do at this village, and we want to continue doing that. Okay, let's move down to you guys. John?
Last Friday, the police department conducted a roadside safety check at 22nd and Enterprise Drive, courtesy of the Illinois Department of Transportation. They provide the funds for the officers for the overtime to do traffic enforcement, seatbelt enforcement, DUI enforcement. We stopped every third car that was traveling eastbound on 22nd Street into the village. Stopped a total of 230 cars. I was there for about 2 hours myself. Happy to report there was no drunk drivers that were arrested. We did make 5 significant arrests, 3 of them for no valid driver's license, driving while license revoked, and 1 underage, someone under the age of 21 years of age that had alcohol in the system, so it was called zero tolerance. So we seized 5 cars, which they had to pay the $500 fee for the seizures, and they wrote a total of 27 citations. But I was happy to report that in a 4-hour period, there was no drunk drivers. So people are getting the hint there was a lot of inebriated passengers in cars, but not drivers. So that's a good sign. We'll have another event somewhere around the 20th or so of December, again funded by IDOT for click it and ticket and DUI enforcement. Next Tuesday at 8 in the morning, Safe Speed will be here, and they'll be training sergeants and Lieutenant Mersch, who will be overseeing the photo enforcement program. There's a new vendor for us, Safe Speed, so they want to make sure we're in compliance with how they operate and what's a violation, what's not a violation. A little different probably from the former vendor of what they're going to require from us. So it's just some housekeeping matters, some training, and that's going to take place. They're already taking pictures. They're not issuing tickets yet. So within the next few weeks, I suspect after the training, we'll actually be sending out notices of violation. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Jimmy?
The rescue truck is nearing completion, so we're getting excited about that. There'll be a final inspection on December 11th, and we should have it up here before the end of the year. And the only other thing I have is be safe driving out there with the weather, and then with the Thanksgiving holiday that everybody watches their drinking and driving, which it sounds like it's been pretty reasonable. So, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Thank you. Maureen?
I would like to introduce, I failed in my manager's report to introduce our newest employee, Maureen Potempa, who is our finance director. She started a week ago Monday, so welcome, Maureen.
Thank you, Janet. I'm Maureen Potempa. I've been here for 7 days, so my report is going to be pretty short. I did meet with all department heads today to kind of kick off our budget season, so we are going to be working on that in the next few months, and I plan to keep you updated on that and more issues at the next board meeting.
Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Greg?
First off, welcome to Maureen. It's been about a month and a half that we've been with Norcom, and at this particular time, we're in the process of beginning training with the officers on our software that was purchased a few months back. Lieutenant Mersch, Lieutenant O'Hagan, myself, one of the detectives, went for administrative training up in Skokie for a couple days last week, and over the next 3 weeks or so, we'll be doing some training and hopefully have the software implemented and converted over within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So basically, everything will then hopefully be a little bit easier for the officers who are still trying to work with the old stuff, and everything will be in place. But that's been a majority of my time over the last 2 weeks since I last saw you guys.
Thank you, Greg. Dave, what's happening in Public Works?
A number of things, Paul. Thank you. We've completed the last brush collection last week of the year. We'll be resuming in April next year with that service. We've also been working on holiday decorations. We've assisted the MWRD in clearing the Addison Creek from Roosevelt Road to Gardner. That's an ongoing process, probably another week or so in the jurisdiction of Westchester. We've had our first salting episode last evening. Next week, beginning Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll have the 50-50 tree planting. And we are, as Janet had mentioned, we are in receipt of the new end loader, which we're very excited about. And the street program is completed for this year. We were under budget by $224,000 overall for that program.
Beautiful. The Addison Creek thing, how's that? Is that coming along quickly? Because we're getting close to the time we're probably going to have to stop, aren't we?
Yes, it is moving along very well. They expected 10 days within the village limits We've got about another 3 days, I think, left within our town. We're going to keep continuing on into Broadview.
Is there any notions of any schedulings of coming at like next year or the year after, every other year? Are we going to do something like this, or it's just going to be at random like they do now?
It's going to be kind of random based on the MWRD's budget, but I think it's kind of an every other year type thing, as far as I've understood.
Is there any type of way, and I'm sorry to take some time on this, is there any type of way that maybe we can revisit the areas once a year to see what they're doing? And kind of, you know, instead, before they get out of control like they have been, to kind of knock them down a little bit?
I think we can do that, yes.
You know, so if we can fit that in our schedules at Public Works to say, you know, hit these areas, look at this whole area here, we could hit this in spring and then, you know, or in fall, whatever. Fall would probably be the better time to hit it, to get it all knocked down. It's easier to cut when it's, when there are, all the leaves are off and everything, so.
We'll make an effort to do that, Paul. Thanks.
I appreciate that. Melissa?
Good evening. I was out of the office for a lot of the time since we last met. Tony and I were at BNF Technical Code Services getting training on the 2012 International Building Code, so just to help us start to prepare for the code update that we're going to be starting soon. Also, we've been working on a Green Alley grant application. I've been working with Dave on that. The application is due by December 13th, so it has to physically be down. It has to physically be submitted by December 13th, so I'll probably have to submit that before our next meeting. We've been working with the Highlands Golf Course on their paddle hut permit. Both Community Development and Fire Department has been working with them. And also, as you know, we're a member of the National Flood Insurance Program's community rating system. And this was our first year in the program, and as part of that program, every year we have to annually recertify all of our activities that we said that we would be doing over the course of the year. And so our recertification was due this week. So I've been working on that since our last meeting.
On that Green Alley grant, just for everyone's knowledge, because, you know, what type of material are we using? Dave, maybe you can help, or Melissa, whichever one, you know. What are we using to redo this alley? Go ahead, Melissa.
It'll be permeable pavers.
So it's permeable pavers to go through that? And how many alleys, I don't remember, because I know we had a big list. How many alleys are left that we need to address? Do you know?
Well, we're not going to be doing all of our alleys. I think we're going to be picking some demonstration alleys to focus on. We haven't decided on the exact number unless you've decided. No, we're still working through how many alleys we're going to request and how many linear feet that'll be.
Is there any other grants out there that can help us with maybe paving alleys in a different way other than this? You know?
I don't know of any, but I can research some opportunities.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Coming down to mine, the reason why I'm sitting here is President Puglia is in New York, if I'm not mistaken, right? On a little vacay trip, is that what this is? Or?
Absolutely. He wants to attend the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with his granddaughter.
God bless, and so that's why I'm sitting in this chair as the deputy mayor. And I would like to extend a very happy Thanksgiving to everyone in our village and our village board, our employees here. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday with your families and enjoy it. We really do appreciate all the work you do for us in every way, shape, or form, and want to know that it doesn't go unseen. So I want to thank you from myself and the board members. I want you guys all to have a great holiday and hopefully be safe out there. That's the best thing. I don't have anything else for tonight other than, it was a great time going out there and getting stuff for turkeys and stuff with Ange and everybody, so I enjoyed myself thoroughly with that. If not, we'll look for a motion and a second to adjourn this meeting.
Motion. Second.
Motion made by trustee Rita and seconded by trustee Calcagno. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.